Hi guys, welcome to a journey with sugar. The recommended daily intake for sugar sits between 25 to 30 grams of sugar per day. That equates to around 6 teaspoons a day. However, statistics and studies have shown that the average person is actually consuming double that, closer to 60 grams of sugar a day. Regardless of the fact that numerous studies have shown that high levels of sugar in our diet are linked towards obesity and obesity-related diseases such as diabetes, heart attacks, and strokes. So what can we do about this? Because the information is clearly out there. We are aware of it in the same way that we are aware that cigarettes are bad for us, and we are aware that alcohol in excess is bad for us. What can we do to break this connection that we seem to have with sugar? A big part of the problem is that sugar has been shown to have very similar addictive properties to A-class drugs. Studies on rats have shown rats to prefer sugar over things such as cocaine or crystal meth. So we're dealing against something very, very powerful, let alone the business behind it and how many people want to see sugar succeed because, quite frankly, it's lining their pockets. What I'm here to do today is introduce a small mini vlog documentary that we're going to be doing over the next month. Throughout the month of November, I'm going to look to double my intake of sugar above what is the current average. So not above the daily recommended allowance because most people are already there. I'm going to double the double. So I'm going to aim for between 100 to 120 grams of sugar per day. And I'm not going to be biased about where I get it from. Cereals, chocolates, sweets, fruits, honey, you name the source, and I'm going to be taking it in over the next month. And I'm inviting you all to follow me through on my journey on this side of the coin of how I am going to respond to such an aggressive increase in my sugar intake. A little background on myself in terms of my relation to sugar. I don't eat an awful lot of it. I keep it very, very low. I don't put sugar in my teas or in my coffees. I avoid most snacks in terms of biscuits and cakes. I will enjoy a dessert from time to time, but by that I mean less than once a week I'll probably indulge my sweet tooth. It's not something I hold a particular attachment to. If anything, I'd say my relationship with sugar is that I see it as quite a poison. And I don't mean this as a reflection on people who do eat a lot of it or anything like that. It's the way I've had to condition myself in order to make sure that I don't eat a lot of it. Because willpower-wise, if I had a packet of biscuits in my cupboard, they'd get eaten. If I had a cake in the fridge, it would get eaten. So the only way that I've managed to convince myself to dramatically lower it to a state where I feel comfortable with is to associate it with something such as a poison. So this is going to be really interesting for me on a personal level in the sense that I'm really going to go against what I've programmed myself to be like and this relationship that I have with certain foods and certain food groups. And hopefully, if you're coming along with me on this journey, it will help you to just question your relationship with sugar and how it affects your day-to-day life. Are you a heavy consumer of it? Are you aware of it? Do you consider yourself to be somewhere in the average? Or like myself, do you actively try to eat less of it? And does any of it really matter? Am I going to feel, look, or act any differently throughout this month than I have done normally? Is there going to be a change at the end of it in December when I return back to my normal diet? So this is part one. This is just simply an introduction so that you understand what I'm going to be aiming for. Like I said, between 100 and 120 grams of sugar per day, and I will try to vlog and follow up with what my journey's been like week on week. So stay tuned for the next part where I'll take you through one of my first food shops where I'll be stocking up on all of these treats. And from there we will go from day one we'll do a weigh-in, we'll take some measurements maybe of my body fat, and as well as all of this, I'd like to take into consideration my mood. So I'm gonna give myself a score from 1 to 10 on a weekly basis, and I'm gonna track it myself on a daily basis as to how I'm feeling throughout the day. When do I have times of great energy, when am I very low, etc. So I look forward to taking this journey along with you guys. If you want to stay up to date, then please subscribe, hit the like button below. It really helps to support the channel, lets me know that I'm giving you guys what you're after. This is Az from Integrum Personal Development, wishing you well.